Welcome to this second video of the Microsoft Access 2013 tutorial to create a project review form. So in this second video, we're going to learn how to import and create tables. Based on the explanation of the first video, you know that we're going to create all these tables and forms. And based on that, you know that we need to start by this first table here, the portfolio table. We're going to import it from the Excel, and then we're going to create the additional project information table where we're going to save some more information from the forms, and we're going to create a few lists where we are going to pull information from to feed the drop-down menus that we're going to see in this table and in these forms. So we're going to start through the import of this information from the RI portfolio. So this is the Excel file. This is the original file. I just want you to see how it looks. It's just a regular data set, and let me maximize this. So this information is unique by project ID, so it means that each project has only one project ID, and that project ID appears only once in this data set. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to open Access, and I'm going to save a new database. So this is going to be called review form. I'm going to save it in the directory that I'm working in. This is Access review form. Okay, I'm going to create it. Now I have a blank file. So the first thing I need to do is to click on External Data, Excel, and I'm going to import the source data into a new table in the current database. I just need to find it. So here it is. I open it and I click OK. And this is a preview of the dataset. So I'll have to let it know that the first row contains the column headings. Next. Then I need to identify the identifier or the index of this dataset, which is the project ID. Duplicates are not okay, so no duplicates. This means this is a unique identifier. Then next, I have to choose my primary key, which is the identifier of the dataset. So this is the project ID, it's already selected. Click Next, and a name for this table is going to be RI portfolio. So I click on Finish. I don't want to save the import steps, and you can see here we got our table. So I just need to save, and then I'm going to create another table, which is the table of additional project info, where I'm going to save all the information from the data entry process. So I click on Create, then Table, and I go to Design View. I need to save this table first, so this is going to be the additional project information table. I click OK, and then I need to create a variable. So the first one is going to be the project ID. It has a data type short text, and then I'm going to create the other variables. The other variables are the reviewer ID. So this is who is reviewing the project, the review status ID, same thing, and I want to know if this is RI relevant. It means that is this project relevant to regional integration. And this is a yes/no question. I want to know if it is not relevant. I need to know why. I want to know why. So this is, let's say, a long text. And if not, why? And finally, let's say I want to know only the PDO. And this is going to be a long text as well. So you just click on Save. As you can see here, there is the project ID already marked as the primary key. And here you will see that the index for the project ID here is yes, no duplicates. That's what I want because I only want one record per project. So I'm going to save it and close it. Now I want to create the other tables that are going to feed the drop-down menus. So I'm going to create the reviewer and the review status. Again, I go to create table, home, and design view. So this is the table reviewers, and then I got the reviewer ID, and this is gonna be just the short text and the reviewer name. Okay, and save it. I go to view, and now I'm going to create some fake reviewer names. So this is gonna be Alvaro Gonzalez. The second one is going to be Rebecca Thompson, and the third one is going to be Charles I don't know, Smith. Okay, good. Just save it, and now I have to create the other table. The other table is the review status. So go to again to create a table, then design view. I assigned a name, which is the review status. Click OK, and then I assign names and types and data types. So the first one is the review status ID. It's already marked as unique, and this is going to be a short text, and then I have the review status per se. It is a short text as well. I save it and I go to enter some information. So I want this to be not completed, then ongoing, and then third it's completed. Okay, so that's all I need. I'm gonna save, and now I need to create relations between these tables, among these tables, in order to then create the drop-down menus. So I'm going to external data, then the relationships. I'm going to add all the tables, and I'm going to create the project IDs, the relationship. So the first relationship is between the project ID of the main database, this RI portfolio. So I'm gonna drag and drop the project ID, and I'm going to drop it onto table additional project info. This is one-to-one, as I mentioned in the design, and I want to enforce referential integrity because I want people to be able to enter information from a project that already exists in this dataset. So I don't want them to create or to make up new projects. So enforce referential integrity and create, and I have a one-to-one relation there. Then again, I repeat the process from review status ID to the review status ID in the additional project info table. I enforce referential integrity again. It's a one-to-many because, of course, many projects can have the same status, which is ongoing or completed. And the table reviewers is going to be the same. I drag and drop review ID and reviewer ID and enforce referential integrity, which means that they can only choose one of the already existing reviewers in this table. So click on create, and I have all my tables. Now I just need to create the drop-down menus. So I close this relationship tab, and I go to the additional project info. So in the additional project info, I go to design view, and in the design view, I'm going to assign the reviewer status ID. I'm going to assign a combo box. So this is not a text box anymore, but a combo box, bringing all the information from a table or query. That table is the reviewer, and I'm going to bring the first two columns, but I'm going to allow people to see only the second column. That's why the width of this first column is 0. So people can select the name, but this reviewer ID variable is going to save only the ID. People see the names, but the data in the stored in the variable is the code. So click enter, I save, and I repeat the process with the review status ID. So in the lookup tab is a combo box, bring all information from the table. This is the review status. I'm bringing the first two columns, and this is going to be 0 semicolon 2. I save it, and now I have it. So if I go to view, I'm going to be able to select one of the people here, and for the review status, one of the categories here. So this is the first step, and then we're going to use this to create the forms. So please join me in the next video to see how we can do that. Thank you so much.